We're here in the once great city of San Francisco. We came in here and we saw people defecating on the street. We saw people using heroin. We saw people smoking crack cocaine.
What's up, everyone? Coach D speaks here. So Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, came all the way here to California to see things that I guess you can't find in Florida. Homeless people and people doing drugs. Yeah. You see, Ron DeSantis is running for president. So he came all the way to my state and went to San Francisco to make a campaign ad.
We're here in the once great city of San Francisco. We came in here and we saw people defecating on the street. We saw people using heroin. We saw people smoking crack cocaine. And you look around, the city is not vibrant anymore. It's really collapsed because of leftist policies. And these policies have caused people to flee this area. They don't prosecute criminals like they do in most parts of the country. And the wreckage has really been sad to see. And so I've seen so many businesses boarded up. I've seen so much riffraff just running around. And it just shows you these policies matter. Leadership matters. They are doing it wrong here. No wonder why we've had so many people move from San Francisco to Florida over the last few years. We got to stop this madness. We need to restore sanity to this country.
So all this is because of leftist policies. The city isn't vibrant anymore because of leftist policies. There are homeless people here because of leftist policies. And who really believes Ron DeSantis actually witnessed people defecating on the street or doing crack cocaine or doing heroin? Like, how close did Ron DeSantis actually walk up to these people with all his cameras and his security detail? I'm calling straight up bullshit on all of this. And I would love to know how Ron DeSantis defines riffraff. And I'm just going to say it because the dude is straight up racist. I think Ron DeSantis saw black people. Yeah. So then he went on to Fox News and he repeated some of the same BS and talked about people leaving California and pretending he knows why. But then he added something to what he saw in California. He added something to what he saw people doing that he didn't have in his campaign ad. Check it out.
And here's the proof in the pudding, Kaylee. For decades in this country, people have beaten a path to California. It's a beautiful state, great topography, all kinds of diversity in terms of the different communities you can live in. And yet, they never lost population until their current governor took office. Now they're hemorrhaging wealth. Now they're hemorrhaging population because you see things like what I saw the other day in San Francisco. I saw people defecating on the sidewalk. I saw people in an open-air drug market using fentanyl. I saw them using crack cocaine. And I had, quite frankly, I'm walking the streets. I had some of the left-wing San Francisco people, say some nasty things to me. But you know what I had, Kaylee? I had the police officers come over and shake my hand and thank me for what we're doing in Florida because they wish that they had a commitment to law and order in the state of California and in San Francisco. So we can cite all the statistics. People vote with their feet. And if someone picks up and moves 2,500 miles across the country from California to Florida, that's a major statement.
So Ron DeSantis realized, probably after making his campaign ad, that you've got to say you saw people doing fentanyl also. Because right now, that's the boogie monster. You see, you have to say you saw people doing fentanyl so that way you can bring up the border crisis later, Ron. But see, Ron probably had to be told that later because he can't come up with that on his own. So in the little time Ron DeSantis spent in San Francisco, he saw everything people say happens in San Francisco. I imagine him walking around with a checklist and his entourage saying things like, oh, right over there, there's someone doing heroin. And look, Ron, someone over there is doing crack. And will you look at that? Right over there, there's someone doing fentanyl. And holy crap, next to the guy doing crack, next to the guy doing heroin, next to the guy doing fentanyl, there's someone defecating. Lucky us. We can pack up and go home now. Oh, but wait, Here come the police officers. They're coming over to shake our hands and beg us to take them to the conservative utopia that is Florida. I'm surprised he doesn't have pictures or videos of that. And listen, I'm not saying we don't have our problems here in California. I'm not saying San Francisco doesn't have problems. We're aware of that. But what I am saying is that Ron DeSantis doesn't need to come to California to point out our problems when he has the same problems in Florida. And if ours are due to leftist policies, what are his due to? And truth be told, I know a lot of people who have moved to Texas and Florida, and many of them are complaining about their wages being low and all the fees that they're being charged out there as well. And let's be real here. As many people who are leaving California, a lot of people are also coming to California. But it gets worse because, like I said, Ron DeSantis came all the way to California to see things that he pretends doesn't exist in Florida. But of course, the right-wing propaganda machine that is Fox News tried to help Ron out a little bit. Look at what the village idiot Jesse Waters had to say about homeless people not existing in Florida.
Cities where everyone's defecating and shooting fentanyl.
Well, in Florida,
I haven't seen him in Florida.
Show
me the video.
At Mar-a-Lago, maybe not, but if you go outside Mar-a-Lago.
I have not seen
Jesse,
on our air ever a homeless encampment where everyone's crazy on drugs in the state of Florida.
Odds are, if it has the third highest homeless population in the country and it has good weather, that there are people living outside.
You're counting people in hammocks. You're not counting real homeless.
I will take this as an utter victory that he has gone to. These people are in hammocks.
It's an utter loss. I still have not seen a video of anyone homeless in Florida.
Well, someone in the control room, please find one because they're definitely out there.
You can't count passed out tan people on the beach as homeless. Temporarily unconscious.
Yes. I'm embarrassed for you.
I don't know how Jessica Tarloff stays on that show, but when she said, "I'm embarrassed for you," I felt that in my soul. I mean, how can Jesse Waters miss so many times? And I like how even the other people on their panel were smart enough to just sit there quietly because even they knew Jesse was being a fool. But soon after Jesse Waters said that, a right-wing creator on Twitter posted these pictures of cities in Florida. And then the page Decoding Fox News posted this video clip from January.
New at 6 now, a look at a growing problem in Central Florida and the solutions to fix it. Right now, volunteers are out counting how many people are experiencing homelessness. News 6's Catherine Silver has a look at the need for permanent housing and the push to get results.
You can see it on the streets near Central Boulevard and Terry Avenue. Last year in Orange, Osceola, and Seminole counties, the total was up 7% from 2020, each number representing the real people, families, and children in need.
We're anticipating those numbers will go up some this year because of the escalating rent costs that have made housing unobtainable for more people, as well as the impact of the hurricanes, which took a lot of units offline. In the last 4 years, when you compare us to the other 100 largest metropolitan areas, we've ranked 7th worst, we've ranked 3rd worst, we've ranked worst. This year we're tied for 2nd worst, meaning that we only have 18 units available for every 100 households.
There you have it. Stats, receipts, pictures, videos, all the things that Ron is going to try and deny later on. Fox News is not news. It's not journalism. The people on that show are not even serious people. The Republican Party is not a serious party. Please, let's stop pretending Republicans care at all about legislating or helping people out. They are literally in office for power and grifting. Period.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.